Hello. Sarybot, what are you doing posting here? Sarybot will now notify you when it's joined your chat. Neat! Hi, Chair. Sari and Cherry. Imagine that. Howdy, hi, how you doing? It's time for more Chain of Memories. How could I not stream Kingdom Hearts on the day of its 20th anniversary as a series? That is a big mistake. Thinking about it, listening, I wonder if most of Riku's voice lines are from Kingdom Hearts 2. They might be.
Take this.
Forgot to review the deck. I see a lot of zeros, etc. Activates duels no matter the value. Interesting. 2 enemy cards, eh? What? Randomizes the Who would want that? What tactically does that offer? I'm gonna try it. One, 0, 1, 3, 6. Oh, 3. Okay.
Out of my way.
It lasts for 1 reload.
Your Majesty.
That was absolutely deranged. All random cards. Imagine. I missed. Oh boy. What's going on with the rest of yous out in the world? If you're here, it means you've survived a Monday. If you're one of those 9 to 5 weirdos like myself. We made it. And I'm proud of us for it. Darkness! Chilling, looking over the document. It's got, it's got some winners, some losers. In my estimation. There were some that I was like, oh, this rules, I never thought of this. And there were some that was like, I never thought of this because, who cares?
Your Majesty. Come on.
But there's some good ones. I gotta get back onto it. I did a lot. I got through like a couple of months, but I was kind of, today, first day on my own, being the boss, as Tony Soprano would say. Being the boss, I was a little nervous. Wanted to make sure I was focused, not distracted by anything. Did you print out the 28 pages and put them in a lovely binder?
Take this. Like it.
You didn't.
Darkness. Your Majesty. Come on.
Oh yeah? You know? I've been complimented on my handwriting in the past. I don't think it's actually very good, but it's decent. People used to make fun of me because, you know, like the adage for doctors was that they all have awful handwriting, and mine's actually pretty solid. I don't like craft projects. But I'll tell you, I'm happy to be here. Come on. Darkness! We've got excitement today. An offer was placed on a living quarters today. And decisions are supposed to be made on said living quarters today. So, might be something. Might be nothing. We'll see. Riku is so dramatic.
Take this. Darkness.
Hi, Mel. Welcome. The secret is always greener. Leave me alone. Why is this one heartless chasing me to the end of the earth? It doesn't have to be like this. Oh my goodness. Dream about going up. Yeah, that is a big mistake.
Get a load of this.
Dear on the ocean floor.
Darkness.
Mel, was it you who showed me the video that's disrespectful to Atlantica? The orchestra? Or was that a random tweet I saw? It might have been a random tweet I saw, then it was... Yeah, it was a random tweet I saw. They're posturing that there's a Kingdom Hearts concert, an orchestra of sorts, and while they were going through all of the various games, they played Atlantica's battle theme for like 2 seconds. And this person was kind of saying that they were like, oh, you know, like, even they knew we're not fans of Atlantica. It's wonderful. The tweet wasn't that good, so I'm not about to try and find it. Largely because finding tweets is awful. I don't know why Twitter is as big as it is, and like the simple task of finding a tweet is so arduous, but I hate it. Finding your own tweets is a pain. That doesn't even make any sense. Cool. Come on! I knew if there was one person I could trust to get a reference to the concerts, it would be you. Thank you for proving me right and coming through in my time of need. We do all have brain errors. What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm happy to see you. No! Yes. Yeah. Is everyone fully discoursed out of, what's today's discourse? Will Smith, he sent Chris Rock's cheek to the Shadow Realm. Everybody past that? Darkness! I think that's the ability that Yozora Heart channels. Darkness! And then he moves when he presses Tenshijin. Called your gram to check up on her. Told you were going to work today, forgot to work.
Take this.
You know? It'd be like that sometimes. Maybe you just weren't feeling it. This deck starting with a 0 is really dumb, actually. It's not the worst, because what I should just be doing is cycling off of it, because it's got one at the end too, so it's not bad placement, but come on, bro. Wait, the bad takes Horizon. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Any take except Lol Lamau is a bad take, if you ask me. In my opinion, that was the totality of experience that we as human beings who do not possess $1 billion should have. But I'm just a guy. What do I know? Just wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better. Down where it's better. You guys excited for me to do the KH2 version of this run through of the series when I have to eventually do Atlantica? I did Atlantica off stream during the race because I wanted to unlock Sephiroth, and you had to. Or maybe I'm making that up. Maybe you didn't have to. Maybe I did it for fun. That event is the only reason I know the Oscars were last night? For sure. Oh! I have to complete that card, and Riku has to do a little backflip to go into dark mode. I was like, how did he break dark mode? But the card is still on the screen. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely was not trying to see the Oscars otherwise. I'm not a film buff anyway. And frankly, if someone asked me right now to name, like, I don't know, 10 films that were released in the year 2021, I'd be doing my best. but that's about as far as I can go. Oh no, you don't. There are like 10 Marvel movies a year. I wish I would go see them. I like those ones. Interesting. Oh, I gotta do re-clears tomorrow. That's gonna be a time. Hopefully those are smooth. What else I got going on? I had to be the boss today by myself. That was spooky, but we got through it. I had to do a little bit of... actually being the guy. It was a tough thing for me because I don't like to be that guy. And the deal is, you know, we've got a thing to ask questions. It's a Teams. The job uses Microsoft Teams for some spiteful reason. And the deal is, you got a question, you ping it out using Microsoft Teams, and you ask everyone on the team so someone can help you. Now, it's a good system because it means, one, you can kind of encourage people to help each other. We're a team, right? Two, anybody else who might have that question later can now use Teams' search function, which is better than Twitter's, and just find the answer to their questions, so you don't have to disrupt flow. But you gotta remember, ultimately this is a call center, so the goal is always to be fast and not make mistakes. Got a few people, since I'm new in charge, who are wanting to do a DM system. Sometimes it's, you know, sometimes it's like being embarrassed you have a question, sometimes it's more like you just don't like certain people or whatever, but they'll just DM me on the side and kind of go like, hey, you know, what's this about? Can you walk me through this? And I started to fall into the trap of just doing it like I used to do when I was an employee, a frontline man, because it was like, you know, I don't want to cause any trouble, I don't want to make waves. But now I'm the big cheese, now I'm the head honcho. So I realized that I could say, stop doing that, and they would actually have to stop doing that. I was their boss. The power went to my head immediately. They now have to refer to me as Scott King.
Darkness!
So I'll tell you this. The questions get asked in the right channel now.
Your Majesty! Come on!
I have no idea what I would do if I had that kind of power here. I'll tell you this. Things would be different. It's funny you mentioned that. Impunity. Good work. It's funny you mentioned that. I was just talking to Cherry today about curating spaces and whatnot. You know, in my mind, I like streaming on Twitch, and I have that kind of, like, I don't know, almost like the American Jew capitalist nightmare thought that, like, if I'm doing it and I'm doing it well and I do it for long enough, that it should grow over time. And I often have that thought with the Twitch channel, and, you know, I've experienced growth in some ways and not in others, but, you know, we press on, we keep it pushing. But the topic at hand eventually got around to, like, curating a space and what that means, and boy, let me tell you, some of the stuff I see, man, on Twitter, even in what I consider to be a smaller space, like Kakarot Bargains, even though it's not a small space at all, hurting some of these folks is awful. And maybe I'm okay with the community I have now, full of people that I actually like, because goodness gracious. You have a thing with thousands of people on it. It turns out some of them suck. Perhaps my Twitch channel growth is being stunted by a lack of Demon of Hatred kills. I'm 115% confident that's not it. Nobody wants to see Yosinos because that's all that would have happened. That dude was fucking lame. I mean, it makes sense that you'd mean him to be, like, on the level with the things from Fury. It's the same complaint I had. I'm at the end of the game. Here's the boss. Oh, cool. Is he, like, you know, does the boss use the mechanics that I've been honing over the past 30 hours? No, not at all. Oh, okay. Sorry I asked. Oh, gosh. Definitely don't play Drakengard when on stream. That was a very suspicious warning. Am I am I in danger of playing Drakengard on stream? Is that Mel? You are. Remember, you've already done Detroit Become Human to me. I don't know if our friendship is strong enough for Drakengard. Well, you drew Alex that one time. Never mind. But boy, I gotta tell you, that'd be pushing. Drakengard. It's next in the schedule. Boy, I gotta check that thing more often. Drawing out till you get RE2R on stream. Making Resident Evil 2 Remake a different game would be how you get that on stream. The only surefire way. I feel like Nier Automata is possible. Like, there is definitely a part of my brain that would like to try it and see what the hype was about. I know it's not going to, like, I say that not to say, like, I'm going to get an experience that isn't mine out of it. I don't think that at all. Like, I know that, you know, whether I like it or not is going to be up to my taste. It's not if I'm going to start crying about it or annoying posting about it. But, like, I don't know. I'm not a popular game hater, despite what the memes would say. I absolutely played and had favorable reviews for Bloodborne. That's a popular game. Hades, that's a popular game. I can sometimes have basic taste. Horizon Zero Dawn, we have to, you know, and not everything works out sometimes. $100 booster shots. Goodness gracious. Is the Demon of Hatred better than the Star? Probably, because Sekiro's more fun than Fury. But even then, everyone already forgot about the Horizon sequel. I forgot it came out. So was it not good then?
Get ready for this. This won't be pretty.
What? Darkness!
Ready for this.
Yeah, I have nothing even close to resembling something that can break a 9, so I guess that's just like, GG Yozora, you're due.
Slippery.
Look at the damage.
Your Majesty, come on. That's insolent little
Maleficent's
fool.
card is really, really strong.
Your Majesty, come on. Time's up.
Remember, Disney bosses don't have zeros. So this is true.
Slippery little This won't be.
I knew that wasn't gonna work. I just didn't know.
This won't be pretty.
Why would they give me 2 0 Mickeys? What am I gonna do with
Little
this?
fools. Your Majesty, come on.
Oh, that's fair. I guess it would have been pretty well swallowed by Elden Ring. That's fair. That's not its fault.
Get ready for this.
See, I just don't have anything in my deck that can break 0.
Darkness.
Darkness!
Get ready for this. Slippery.
Easy peasy. What if I played Resident Evil 2 Remake with the mod that makes everyone Sonic characters? What? That a thing? Nine? Oh, come on, be reasonable. Riku, you whiffing at that thing is really starting to make me angry.
Take this. Darkness.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your Majesty, come on.
I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. It's the 20th anniversary. But, like, partially just because I want to. There are other games out there on the market for sure, but I can't really say there's anything that's currently like, yeah, I'd rather be playing this, or I want to try this. I kind of feel like I'm going to keep doing this. And then on the other side, I'm going to go like, you know what, now that I've gotten my Kingdom Hearts fill, now it's time to play something else. And we'll see. There are some things that'll change things, like if I happen to get a PS5 falling in my lap, that could change things, but I suppose the beginning of this stream where I talked about making an offer on a place to live will probably prevent those PS5 aspirations for a little while longer. Bop. But you never know. Stranger Paradise is on the list 100%. That's going to be a stream game. Nier Automata is like, I feel like I can see it. You know what I mean? Like, I can see myself streaming it, but I'm in no rush. Elden Ring is like an eventuality that I'm putting off. I feel like I'm gonna eventually get there. And I don't have enough like negative experience to say like I thought Sekiro or Bloodborne were bad. So it's not like I'm gonna hate it. But I could see that it's definitely different from those two games. Like, it seems like this game is a lot closer to like, just at a glance, it's a lot more like Dark Souls than the other two games that I have played. I don't know what that means because I've never played Dark Souls, but we'll see. Started playing Dragon Quest XI. What's that like? I mean, the only time I ever knew of Dragon Quest is because Akira Toriyama did the art. So I would be walking into the store and I'd look in the glass case and I'd be like, oh, is that Gohan? And it's like, oh no, that's Dragon Quest. I'd pull for Elden Ring like 20 times harder if we could co-op it. Does it not do cross-platform? Is that the rate-limiting step here? It doesn't. Lame. There was some co-op in Bloodborne, but pretty much, like... everyone seemed to agree pretty unanimously that co-op was just a cheese. So it pretty much was like, yeah, you know, we'll help you get through one Reborn because he sucks, but everyone else, it's like, you know, we ran around for about 5 minutes and then I was left to my devices to scream at you know, whoever. My brain went straight to Ludwig, but I didn't struggle with Ludwig really. I mean, obviously I took a few tries, but nowhere near the top of my, like, this is suffering list. The protagonist of Chief 11 looks like exactly like Trunks. Oh, yes. Yeah, see? There you go.
His scent is gone. Axel struck him down.
There was some Witch of Him with co-op shenanigans.
Agents of the organization.
I can see how co-oping in an open world game would be more fun.
Our problem is Sora.
Our problem is
Vexen
Sora.
proved to be no match for him. Yet he's still under Naminé's control.
I think this means Vexen's
But we cannot eliminate Sora, can we?
Which, if you'll remember,
correct.
That means Sora's on like floor.
For our superior, he is in dire need.
Twilight Town, then Destiny Island, then Castlevania. So, putting things in perspective.
When light loses sight of its path, we may find use for the dark. What we must do is obtain the darkness.
Riku, of course.
What do you mean it forces random
Just one card
PvP?
left. If I get through this, will I be free of the
Like I'll just be
darkness?
walking through the air and someone's gonna run up and ooga booga me? Oh yeah, this is it. The thing about co-op and Elden Ring right now is you get invaded pretty much immediately. Wait a minute. So like you guys watch my content. So imagine me, and I'm playing through a particularly tough part, and I'm like, oh yay, I'm through that part, and then someone named CheeseWhiz74 rolls in, ooga boogas me, dunks me on my head, takes my stuff, and leaves. Well, do they have blood echoes? Is that a thing? Will you take my echoes? What's your incentive for PvPing? Is it just to hurt somebody's feelings? The Genshin co-op, you pretend you're playing Elden Ring while pulling... Huh? What do you mean? When you co-op, other players can invade you and try to kill you. Well, couldn't that have happened in Bloodborne, but it was more like nobody was going to play Bloodborne to do that? I was under the impression that could have happened there, too. Oh, but you get... Okay, you're saying, but like... The police? What the... What is this deck? Oh, I think it's because of the monkey card. I think the Power Wild card swaps your... the value of all cards. Is that it? Yep. So all those ones would be 9s. A decent card, you know, you could... Ones cost less CP, right? But it's limited in its use, right? It only lasts however long, so it wouldn't be a good long-term strat. But it could be a strat. If you know how to work the AI, it's not too hard to sneak in lower cards and not get broken. Get reward currency for killing people. Rewarding murder. Oh, getting to the Conqueror's Respite in this world is gonna stink. I don't want to do that at all. Boo. 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 Oh, it has matchmaking. Okay. The same max weapon upgrade level as you do. Interesting. Oh, is there like designated areas in Bloodborne for PvP? I was unaware of that. I thought it was basically anywhere you could get jumped. Maybe that's just Bloodborne design in general. Anywhere you go, you can get jumped. Quoth Yozora Heart. Bloodborne PvP is pretty wacky. Interesting. Fregery was pretty strong. I don't know if, you know, I don't think I would have just been getting beat to death in Bloodborne PvP. I might have been able to go a few rounds. I believe after this is Lexaeus, then after this is Zexion, then the Replica, and then we have to finish the game in Castle Oblivion. Riku's story is shorter. People can only invade you in BB if you summoned help in that area before, but Bellmaids don't spawn. Interesting. The Hunter's Nightmare is the exception? Spooky. Put PvP invades in Kingdom Hearts. That's something I'd actually be good at. FromSoft can't do decent netcode to save their lives. So I definitely I understand vaguely what netcode is, but not really. Is it like ping? Like, is netcode what makes it responsive and snappy? Not want darkness.
Your Majesty, come on!
What I might have learned in Bloodborne PvP is that you can get parried when using a blood vial. Oh no, bucko. Low blow. No, that's different. That's so different. Rhythm games are not my bag. You were cheating also, because I was hosting the game, so I was experiencing input lag. I want that to be written on the record. Let the record forever show Mel cheated. 100% cheated. And I did the best I could. Drive to Arizona and PvP me in GBA Chain of Memories. That'll impress me. Could you play as Riku in GBA PvP, or could you just play as Sora? I feel like you could just play as Sora. There's no lethal frame in that, so I can't just cheese to death. There was a stop raid, but it wasn't lethal frame. If I ever got smashed, I would experience what bad netcode really feels like. That doesn't sound like something I want to experience. Oh no! How can I say I was cheating when I saw you playing on Performer last month? I'm villainous scum. I don't know. What do you mean? Easily, with a straight face, at that. That's how. What a silly question. What'll really get you is when I just start making stuff up. Nobody here knows enough about Melody of Memory to contradict me either, so I could just make stuff up and they'll just say, yeah, probably will. Pull it. Today was the day the team decided. Oh, please stop.
Like
Today the team decided that we should discuss downtime activities. Downtime activities are a fun and time-honored part of tabletop games. I am looking forward to it. It's always interesting to hear other people's thoughts and ideas for what we should or should not be doing. Shinzo Katetsu thinks that it's time the team got a sponsor. I presume they mean more like a benefactor, but I don't know, maybe you guys are going to see Alex Drake with the Gatorade symbol on his tattooed on his abs sometime soon. Which admittedly would be pretty funny. "100%? You don't have to be hurtful, but surely it's more like, I don't know, 80%. 75? 100% sponsored by Monster? This is out of control. This is the kind of thing that doesn't happen at my other job because I'm in charge. This is nuts. 99.9? You could do better than that. Come on. Work with me. It doesn't have to be like this. I don't think. Alienware. Alright. You know what? He does have the color scheme. I don't even like green, really, is the thing. That's Sarah Mew's fault. Get Darkfire out of it. God, what if they added Sniper Miles to this game? That'd be horrifying. Monster Energy. Can be so hurtful. Could Alex hold a can of Monster between his abs? Vertically or horizontally? I'm gonna have to go with yes. You know, I had to think about it, I had to deliberate, I had to make some tough choices, but I'm gonna go with yes. Explain how physically? Okay, well, so now remember, I didn't take an anatomy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yozora, you were an accepted medical student. How on earth are you telling us that you never took an anatomy class? And the answer may surprise you. But I didn't take an anatomy. So, I'm going to have to say it's like, so vertically, it'd be right in the center, and he'd just have to flex really hard. I don't... That might not make sense. You can set these back on fire. What? Okay. If this doesn't go up one to here, I'm gonna oh, don't do this to me, please. Which fast food place would you be able to find them at? Which fast food places you never catch them dead? Okay, let's see. Okay, it goes up. Okay. Alex is gonna be like a Panera Bread guy. Where it's like, is it fast food? Yes. But like, it's not like McDonald's or something. Because he's like the health guy. He's gonna go, no bread. You know, but it's Panera Bread, Alex. And he's like, yeah, no, I really like the soup. Like, he's one of those. Just a very annoying person. Panera Bread is for me. I like their soup. You would never catch him dead at KFC. It's greasy, it's fat. KFC is where abs go to die. Oh my gosh, why? What is this guy? Stop. Like, Alex is like, no, we can't go to McDonald's. We have to go to Culver's. He's one of those. Actually, Culver's is a better answer. I'm going with Culver's. No, we can't just go get a fast food burger. No, we gotta go to this place where everybody has to pay $12 for a combo. It tastes mostly the same. It's nowhere near that big a difference. No, guys. Can't go to Burger King. We gotta go to Culver's. That's Alex. Even though he's perpetually Yozora is going to turn me down on being... Oh, you can get milkshakes at Culver's too. Definitely. Alex has a sweet tooth. He wasn't allowed to have sugar as a child. I was gonna say pizza, but then I remember that I'm explicitly not sponsored by Pizza Hut because they didn't want me, so never mind. Go to heck. Oh, Yozora would be like a sub guy, because you could like get one of those on the go. Keep you one of those, like, because I've seen this many times standing in line at the Subway. Yeah, let me get everything. Like, you'd be like, yeah, it's the same price, whether I get no veggies or all the veggies. So just give me the veggies, bro. That's Yozora. All the veggies. You can eat it while on the go. You can like eat a sandwich while running a rooftop. Yeah, big sandwich guy. I don't think the sandwich. I just Quiznos because that's hilarious. Big Quiznos heart over here. I don't think I've ever actually eaten at a Quiznos in real life. Quiznos. Jimmy John's, one of those. And you never catch him dead at Panda Express. Because he would be like, this is some inauthentic BS. This isn't real Chinese food. No. Banana bread's got solid food. Sorry. Mel, tonight I'm gonna try the pork tonkatsu, I think it's called. Remember we were talking about that? I was gonna give that a whirl in my meal prep service. Freshly, get at me. I'll plug your stuff on the streams. Tonight we get to try that. With what I believe is coconut rice. So I don't know if I'm big on the coconut rice, but we'll see if the pork's in there. Protein is what's important. I had an all-vegetable lunch today, and I think it's driving me insane. Matter of fact, an all-vegetable lunch. Plus, this morning for breakfast, I had a banana and a granola bar. I haven't eaten meat all day. I'm surprised I'm losing. This insane. Alex sounds like the type to be way into Five Guys. Probably. It's kind of like, as I'm sure, a side effect of who I am as a person. My characters are fastidious about some things and could care less about others. It's like that furniture question moves around, and I'm like, I don't care. You know, like, I don't think Alex has big furniture thoughts. I don't think Yozora has big furniture thoughts. But then if it's something else, like I think Alex threw a pretty big fit about what they're going to name the boat, you know? Like, some things he cares about, some things he don't. I goofed. This guy's going to be super annoying. I see a 5? Your slate's a 5? What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Where's the 0?
Take that.
You never heard of Culver's? What's this fucking guy? Oh, Dark Rush. Vanish!
Take that.
I'm an idiot. I don't want to talk about it. If you saw it, you saw it. I don't know what to say.
Take that.
Am I embarrassed? Yes. But what can I do about it?
Feel the heat.
No.
Take that. Feel the heat.
No.
Take that. Take
Get
that.
off.
Take that.
What a guy. What a guy. He baited me. Ah, it's so impressive if it wasn't annoying. Okay. Yeah, Culver's is like, you know, I'm not into those. Like, Five Guys is one, Culver's is one, In-N-Out Burger is kind of one. Like, it's a fast food burger. I don't need it to be $10. That defeats the purpose of me getting a fast food burger. I just want a burger. I went to Sonic. They have great cheeseburgers. Just give me a burger. Doesn't have to be like this. The Catboy is Sbarro's guy? Why do you hate Zelvic? Sbarro's? Get out of here. Boo! So if I go back through here, all the way around like this, then that's 1, 2 cards. If I go this way, that'll be 1, 2, 3 to get out, and I'm presuming this is it. I think this is it. So I gotta backtrack all the way to that Feeble Darkness. That's what I don't think we have Wawa here. I don't know what that is. Kentucky doesn't have 7-Eleven. Not my choice of gas station cuisine, but yeah. You had to have a lot of Sbarro in college because it was one of the only places in walking distance. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I lived at home. Hello? What's happening? Chain of memories? You... Okay. What just happened? Well, broke the game. That's coded foreshadowing. There are literally bugs in Riku. And outside of Riku.
Take this. Like it. Take this. Darkness.
This is absolutely unquestionably all a simulation. And we are all part of it. Nuts. I don't know what the Hades card does. Boost the power of attack cards when low on HP. Ah, I wouldn't know nothing about that. That first year of college I lived on my own. What was the fast food spots? Oh my goodness. You talk about a food that I thought could change me to be a better human being. University of Arizona. They had this place. They had a spot on campus where at a certain time in the morning or late enough at night, you could go and get a breakfast burrito. And that breakfast burrito was everything right about the world. I used to. You want to know down bad? Friday, I would stay up and be tired, like tired after a day at school and work tired, and stay up. Not because I was like, oh, it's Friday night, let's hang out, but so that it could be late enough for me to walk 3 blocks or whatever across campus and get one of those breakfast burritos, and then hobble back home so that I could eat it in peace. Breakfast burritos were fire. They also, on campus, was the first time I ever had a fried egg on a burger. That was delicious. I was super thankful for that. They had Panda Express was at school. Pizza Hut was at school. A few pizza Hut. Jimmy John's delivered. That was always fun.
Like it. Darkness.
I'm like trying to piece the memories back, chain of memories. I'm trying to reconnect to the chain of memories in my head. I just remember Panda Express, and then like the stuff I mentioned before. There had to be other fast food joints in the student union, but I just can't remember them. Oh, there was like Einstein's or whatever, like bagels. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a Carl's Jr.'s truther. You're not a Hardee's. Let's go fight Lexaeus. Lexaeus is dope because this is how he chooses to approach Riku.
That scent. You're another one of those nobodies.
You've done well thus far. But to possess your powers and yet fear the darkness, what a waste.
I do not fear it.
I sense that you do. You're also capable of controlling the darkness. Cast away your useless fear. Open your heart. Embrace the darkness.
And if I say no?
Then you lose both light and darkness. And disappear. I, Lexaeus, will not yield to the frail heart of an infantile coward.
I hate that we talk about food so often and I've been trying to eat like a good boy now.
And let the darkness in.
That would be dope right now, a double cheeseburger. But I don't eat like that these days. I hate his weapon. It's a tomahawk. That's what he calls it, at least. I don't know if I'm too convinced that that's a tomahawk, but that's what he calls it.
This one's mine.
Can't run.
Oh. I don't think I meant to do this. By that I mean I know I meant to do this. Mash, Riku, mash! Oh, I disagree. Ow. 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 I thought he was going to juggle me. I actually put the controller down to get properly mad. I thought he was just going to juggle me until I died. I was so mad. Oh, God.
Your Majesty, come on! Your Majesty, come on!
Ricky's card stuns. Use 2 in a row, you get free hit. No have to worry about getting broken.
Just me.
Oh, God. I'm doing it wrong. That sucks. It worked.
Just give up.
Vanish!
Judged you.
That did 2 million damage. That had to do like 2 full health bars. He was not that weak. Dark Aura. You're right. He calls it Tomahawk. You feel like it looked a lot less dumb in 2D? Maybe. I don't know. It's still a big red, goofy toy bat looking thing. No, the fight does not end before 0 HP. That man just got crunched. That's all there was to it.
You're finished!
Don't mock me!
Actually, saying that it was the yokai event's a really good shout out. That's hilarious. Good job. When are we getting the Kingdom Hearts event? I mean, we even have Reapers now. They can get Marluxia's Scythe. Ninjas would get, what, Marxine's stupid thing? That sucks. Warriors should probably get this guy's shtick. Maybe Dark Knights. Why are Legend of Zelda rupees in the game? That's experience. When you defeat an enemy, you have to, like, pick up those for experience points.
Too slow.
He hit my man with
You
the
are
flash
the
step.
superiors. Forgive me, Zexion. This was a fight I should not have started.
This is, by the way, completely different from how things went in GBA Chain of
I
Memories.
see you now. Clearly.
Huh?
Lexaeus?
Riku,
I see.
I can see your heart.
No, it's not. Darkness this foul could only be.
That's it. Remember me. Let me drift into your heart.
Ansem!
You called out my name. You have been thinking about me. You're afraid of the darkness I command. Good. The more you think of me, the closer my return draws. And when I have awoken, I will take hold. Your heart will be mine!
Riku, fight! Don't let him win!
Your Majesty!
You meddlesome king!
I love Mickey Mouse. Also, I'm picking them up pretty psychotically because those experience points that you don't pick up vanish and
Your
go away,
Majesty?
and then you don't get
Where
them.
are you? Please answer!
So you have to defeat enemies, and you also have to run around to go collect EXP. Very weird, dumb system. In Game Boy Advance Chain
You're
of
with me,
Memories,
aren't
Lexaeus,
you?
upon realizing that he was beaten, elects to flood Riku with darkness, and thus kamikaze attacks him. He fills himself up with darkness and blows up to try to take Riku with it. And that throws Riku into the darkness, and then you have basically what we just saw. I might be missing some key details, but like this whole like Riku getting possessed by Ansem and hitting him with
Lexaeus is
the
gone as
anime
well.
slash, that was not in the GBA version.
Vexen, Larxene, Lexaeus. I wonder who will be next
Yeah,
in
Lexaeus
line.
dead.
I thought perhaps it might be you.
Me? No way. I already took my pounding from Sora. He thinks I'm done for good.
You wondered where Axel went
No,
at the end of the
I
game?
think it'll be Marluxia next.
Here he is.
For defying the organization and
Sora's story
targeting
is wrapping
Sora.
up upstairs.
I hope he moves exactly as his heart commands him to. So, what about you?
Jill,
I
please.
thought you guys had plans for Riku.
Yes, we were going to set him off against the traitors. But with Marluxia gone, there is no more need. He is nothing but a nuisance now.
And he's dangerous as well. After all, he took down Lexaeus.
You know, that is not how I do things. Tell me, did you obtain the data on Riku's home?
See, this is where Axel is devious. Because that's Marluxia
What?
losing, by the way.
One of the senses died. A really strong one. Huh?
I think
The
about
keeper
this a
of this
lot.
castle,
That Sora and Riku were this
Marluxia,
close to each other and
has
just
been
didn't
felled
know.
by the Keyblade Master.
Keyblade. You mean Sora? Sora is here?
Well, now he
Yes.
knows.
Want to see him?
Sora
But
never knows. But
can you
Riku
face
obviously
him?
will find out, and he'll see
What's
Sora
that
at
mean?
the end of the game.
The world of darkness and some shadow still nest within your heart. Do you plan to face Sora like that? Are you not ashamed? Sora's
Yes, Mel, I
face
do remember
defied
when
the
this was all we
darkness.
had and the fandom
You
was
must
trying to
oppose anyone
characterize
who hosts the
Lexaeus and
dark. In
give
other words,
Zexion
it's you.
super high importance and a weapon and stuff like
If
that. It
you
was
don't
dark days,
believe
Mel.
the words
Dark
I say,
days.
then you had best see the truth with your own eyes.
This card. This is our...
Yes, it is your home.
Alright. Enemy officer defeated. The music here is very pleasant. Got a link to a cursed food item that you have to link in Discord. You have to? Are you sure? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Marluxia Larxene is still the fandom's opinion on those two. Zigbar Marluxia? Those two... Okay. I mean, I get Cage 3. This world is so harsh. Poor Riku. Like, he... All these other worlds you visit are worlds that Sora visit, really. Riku never been there, it doesn't matter, man. But, like, Riku having to, like, come back to Destiny Island, which is a place he absolutely helped to destroy, is pretty rough. Why does this deck suck? One for like 11. What the heck? One? What are we doing? $2007? But in 2007, so that means even Days wasn't out yet. We'd never seen Marluxia and Zigbar on the screen at the same time. How does that work? What?
Like it. Take this.
Majesty! Come on! Like it! Like it! Your Majesty!
Like, there's reasonable doubt those two ever even met.
Take this! Like it!
Crack ships known abounds. Alright, fair enough.
Darkness!
Was I a shipper? Yeah, I guess I was. I had hot takes. 2007. One of my hot ship takes 2007. The neat thing about being born in 1994 is I was in the grade of that matches the year to that point. So like 2007, I was in the 7th grade. Naruto ships? Yeah, you're right. I was a Naru Sakura shipper, actually. Down with you, Sasuke Sakura shippers. You were wrong, including the mangaka who produced the content. You were wrong. Naru Hinata shippers do not occur. I don't want to hear it.
Take this! Like it! Come on! Out of my way!
Zutara. You know, the nutty thing is I haven't seen Avatar the Last Airbender since I was a kid, so like legitimately it wasn't until I was an adult on the internet that I found out that was a thing people thought. I had no concept of that being a thing. I could kind of see, I mean, besides the obvious like any two pairings are valid for the internet, like I can get where people picked up on some of those vibes, but just like it never crossed my mind. I was like, obviously she likes Aang, they're friends. That was it for me. They were together in the show. Zutara vs. Katang was the fertile seedbed that laid the stage for Voltron discourse. I don't know anything about that show other than, like, its fandom apparently went off the deep end. That's all I know about that show. It was like an anime of like Voltron, yeah, like Voltron, the robot. But like apparently shipping discourse it got a little too crazy, a little too hectic. It got nuts. The creators were even like bamboozled. They're like, "Yo, do you guys remember that this is a cartoon anime show?" You keep saying for Voltron, it was real. It was real. The great Voltron Wars. Not to be trifled with, my friend.
Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Like it! Come on! Out of my way! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
I guess I can't say that it's like I guess Cherry and Yozora don't exist if I weren't a shipping kind of guy. I feel like the difference, and this is just me being casually rude to an invisible other like a scarecrow, But Mel bringing up Voltron, like, I feel like there's like definitely some folks who like choose to consume media through shipping, and occasionally that makes them behave like crazy people, and then the rest of us just kind of have to deal with it. That's probably something that should not have occurred, but it did. It definitely did.
Your Majesty, come on!
It still does to this day, I suppose. It's not just Voltron, the discourse that's like, you are either down with these two characters smooching, or you hate freedom or something.
Out of my way! Darkness!
Fans were actively violent. Yeah, okay, see, I told you. Thanks, Uncle Mel. Uncle. Thanks, Uncle Mel. Oh my fucking god, this fucking fuck you. You hate how waifu culture intersects with shipping because it leads to a lot of Japanese media not ever resolving the romance plot because the idea of mass marketing is which I graphic to girls versus ours, which is make one point.
Your Majesty, come on! Take this!
Are you saying like it's the thing where like in order to continue to appeal to certain people and their concept of having a quote-unquote waifu, they can never pair off these characters because they need to always seem like available? I think that happens in American media. Story can stay. Okay, yeah. That does happen in American media. But I definitely agree.
Like it! Take this!
I mean, yeah, like so many like episodic television does a lot of that, right? The will they, won't they thing, so that the characters can have drama and spin around each other.
Darkness!
I was gonna reference Friends, but I've never watched Friends, so I don't feel like I should reference it ever.
Darkness!
Will they, won't they is on the paper. That's true. I just think it's neat. Romance is, I don't know, it's a thing. It's like comedy, action. For my buck, I think exploring all of these different things with my characters is interesting. My goal is, like, if the character is good, my goal is just to see them in a lot of different situations, because that's what interests me. Like, Batman is a really good character, and you can tell that he, like, caught fire. Now, I'm saying, like, you know, for those people who don't like comic books or whatever, but, like, the concept of Batman is clearly, in some way, timeless, and is a popular one, because they're always trying to just do stuff with him. You can see this Batman, like, telling, like, scary stories, like horror. You can see Batman doing mysteries. You can see Batman doing, like, corrupt crime, and you can also see Batman, like, fighting aliens and, you know, going to space and doing magic with Zatanna. Like, you can do, the character is so versatile, you can just do a bunch of random stuff with him, and it's always still Batman. It's always still kind of entertaining. That's what I try to strive for. I'm not an author, so I don't think I'll ever be, you know, one of those, but, like, I think it's neat. Which is why, you know, like, Yozora is like, I once was a samurai, but the blood ran cold, and I decided to abandon that life and change my name. But then he's also, like, kind of a tutor, and he's, like, a beautiful husband. You know, like one of those.
Like it! Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Just me!
Batman in the 1880s. London hunting Jack. Yeah, that happened. Batman did in fact go head up with old Jack the Ripper.
Like it! Yeah! Ha! Take this! Come on! Get a load of this!
Dun, 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 dun. Jill, what is this? Hey, what is this? Are you good?
Your Majesty!
Calm down.
Time's up!
I should have never shown you all. This is insane. Some bells cannot be unrang. Oh no! What? So which sicko was sat there like, I know what would be a great candy. Tongue-kissing Jar Jar Binks. That's what every child wants from their Star Wars candy. Ugh, no idea. Send them to jail, bro. I can't. What are we doing? Ew. Yuck. What's the enemy card of this one? Shut up, man. There's not one? I'm being trolled? Interesting. Why is this deck so bad then? I don't get it. No, I would not like to French kiss Jar Jar. But thanks for asking. It's always nice to be pulled.
Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Yeah! 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 Darkness!
This is why I don't like the Star Wars. Absolute unhinged freak behavior.
Your Majesty! Come on! Yeah! Take. Yeah! Darkness!
Mel? Do you want to explain this a horrifying picture of Kirby while we're at it? What is going on? I can't trust you guys for 5 seconds, can I? I'm on Discord, you're doing something nuts somewhere else. I'm here, you're doing something nuts on Discord. Thank you, children. Can't leave you alone for 5 seconds. What do you mean it's under a spoiler bar? I put you under a spoiler bar. Kyrie. Hey, Kyrie, are you? It's Zexian.
This is... that night!
All of the islands you grew up on were sundered, scattered.
Sundered? Wait a minute.
Lost to the darkness.
The foreshadowing.
Because
Guys,
of what
hold on.
you did.
Pay attention.
You hated being an islander, so you opened the door to darkness and destroyed the islands. It was you!
But now you're
into
off the hook.
darkness then, and now you belong to the darkness. You should look. Look at what you truly are!
This can't be who I really am. No, this is Darkseid. Oh my gosh! I never ended up getting one of these in Sora's story, but it does this. In 2D, it just made one giant stack.
Your Majesty! Come on!
Riku has a teleport flip jump that I never use. Ay, Dios mío. What is this platforming section? Kingdom Hearts, you know you don't have good platforming. Stop. Alright, Destiny Islands Unsundered.
Sora! Sora!
So, this is another one of those, hey, did you maybe want to save between boss battles? I don't know if I'm really in any danger of losing, but why take the chance?
Sora, it's me. Oh, what?
What?
Stop it, Sora! Don't you recognize me? Yeah, I recognize you.
Yeah, I recognize you.
Exactly what
I
you've
can see
become.
exactly what you've become.
How can the light hurt you? Riku, have you really become a creature of the dark? You're not Riku anymore. You're just a pawn of the darkness. So be it. It's time for you to face the light! I'm fading. Fading away into the light.
You won't fade. You can't fade. There's no power that can defeat you. Not the light, not the dark. So don't run from the light, and don't fear the darkness, because both will make you stronger.
Make me stronger? Darkness too?
Yeah, strength that's yours.
Yeah.
The darkness inside your heart, it's vast and it's deep. But if you can, truly stare into it and never try to look away, you won't be afraid of anything again.
All this time I've tried to push the darkness away.
You've got to just remember to be brave. Know that the darkness is there and don't give in. If you do that, you will gain strength. The kind that's unlike any other. You'll be able to escape the deepest darkness.
And I'll be able to see through the brightest light.
Follow the darkness. It'll show you the way to your friends.
Can I face them?
You don't want to?
You know I do. Of course. And I will. With my strength. My dark strength. Darkness!
Impossible! How is it that you found me?
In the Game
When you
Boy
were there in
Advance
the light.
version,
You reek of darkness.
that was the
Even
end
the
of
light can't block the
things.
smell.
And Zexion was defeated in the cutscene without ever actually getting to fight Riku.
Then I shall make you see that your hopes are nothing, nothing but a mere illusion.
But not here, not in the PS2 remake. In Rechain of Memories, you get a proper fight with Zexion. Partially because, as you can see, he has his books. Because KH2 Final Mix had come out and told us what his weapon was.
You should share your powers. There! Go! There! Just me!
I believe Dark Mode is permanent for this fight. Classic Scholar player? He does seem like a Classic Scholar player, doesn't he?
Your memory shall be mine.
Yeah. What?
After all your protests, you're still like us on the side of darkness.
I know who I am.
When did that happen? You were always terrified of the dark before.
Not anymore!
A travesty? That's mean. Zexion's trying his best. You can't help that he looks like that. Oh, Mel, haven't you read the lore? He's not dead. He got away. What? Well, are you gonna say hello again? Front handspring.
What is he? No one's ever won the darkness the way that he does. It's impossible.
You never seen pure fear.
Oh yes, the replica, of course. We can use this Riku to defeat the real one. Axel?
Wouldn't you like
Axel?
to be real? All you need is the kind of power that the real Riku doesn't have. If you can get that, you can be a new person, not Riku, nor anybody else. You won't just be a copy of someone, you will be unique, your own self.
Axel! What are you saying to him?
You know, he's as good a place to start as any.
You can't do this!
His
So sorry,
legs go
Lexaeus.
limp, bro. And dangle. That's insane. This is a
You
Disney
just
game.
found out way too much.
Riku. Riku.
Who's there?
I know you can feel it. The grip that I have.
So anyway, the Riku replica. That's, you wonder where he ended up? Axel brought him down here to kill Zexen. Now that Axel has successfully, either bore witness to or personally helped the murder of all of the organization members, he's free to go home. And so Axel sets up the Riku replica this way, and then he leaves.
Yes,
And he goes to report to Sykes that he did a job well done.
Can't move.
I just always thought that was kind of an interesting wrinkle. That, like, Axel, you could think that he's acting on orders of Zednis when he takes out Larxene and Marluxia. But then Vexen and Zexion, it's pretty clear that, like, he did that for, what seemed to be time just to do it. But now we know it's not quite the case. Sykes ordered him to make sure that nobody came back.
Ooh, sure glad I made it in time. That ought to keep Ansem busy for a while. Huh? Sorry I couldn't come here sooner, Riku.
Your Majesty, is it you?
Uh-huh. Whoa! That tickles!
This time, you're not an illusion. I'm so glad that you can make it here.
I made a promise to you that I would find a way, didn't I? Oh.
I'm okay. Don't worry. Guess I'm just relieved. I've been alone so long that having someone else around was a little overwhelming. But, how did you make it here? I thought it was too far.
I found a card to help me. I needed a way out of the realm of darkness, and then suddenly this card appeared right in front of me. When I picked it up, I could see your heart beyond the darkness. That's what let me find you. I guess the card thought its place was to be with you.
Maybe you were right.
The cutscene is very sweet. I like that Riku and Mickey are friends too. I like that here, just 2 floors before the end, Riku finally gets a friend. Somebody can talk to. It's the king. They didn't pull it off in the remakes. In the Game Boy Advance version, when you play a Mickey card and he would come out and, he holds up the card and shines light, it was like the hologram Mickey. Like, he was kind of like translucent, you could see through him. And then once you get here for the last two worlds, it was like a fully fleshed out Mickey, which I always thought was a really neat touch. But they didn't do that with this version. It's just Mickey all the way through. So yeah, Mickey is here to help see Riku through the end. But I see that I only have 4 minutes left in the stream, and I'm not going to clear Twilight Town for 4 minutes. So, I say we wrap things up here, and we can finish Riku's story next time. Yeah, oh, Riku's story is going to finish pretty quickly. Might start Kingdom Hearts 2 next time. That's a discussion for Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. Until then, thank you guys for coming to check me out tonight. I appreciate it. It's been very fun. I had a great time. I had a wonderful time streaming for you cool cats. Except for the Jar Jar Binks part I didn't like, the Kirby part I didn't like, several comments made. You know, sometimes you guys get out of pocket. You do. But we are done here.